open the meeting of the Cemetery
Okay,
Commission.
it's being recorded.
I'm ready to do that next.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Right, that's okay. No, you watch me, please. I'd like to open the meeting for the cemetery meeting, after opening the meeting. This meeting is being recorded and broadcast via our local cable access, channel WCAT, Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube. If anybody in the audience is recording, please let us know. Okay.
Wonderful.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the meetings of the January 21st and February 4th meeting.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
New business. Budget review.
Okay, currently,
Hold on, let me get my papers here.
third, right behind the minutes
Yeah.
of the meetings, there's, it's kind of small. Steve, I'm sorry, I have to make
Oh,
it
stop
larger.
That's easy.
It's $4,024.91. That is our current budget. The Mass Corps signs have been paid for. I mean, so that's where we're at now in that budget. With whatever upcoming, I know upcoming we have, when do you order the flowers, in April? Or is it May?
Do them in possibly middle of April to the,
Okay.
probably the end of April.
And I think they're running about $500 or something, I think, 500 or 600.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. So,
Do we get other options besides the place you've been going to? Like, I'm just throwing it out there, Lowe's or somebody else?
Well,
If we can save money, $200? I don't,
these, we usually gotta go and pick them, and they'll actually bring them, deliver them, right?
I think we looked into that last
Yeah.
year,
Did we?
and they didn't,
yeah.
well, they didn't have any flowers last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I think it's kind of sketchy.
yeah, we've been getting them from Howe's Garden in Braintree for.
Yeah.
Okay, no, if you're happy with the quality, that's fine. I just, like, if somebody asks us why we're not getting, I have no problem with it. I'm just,
I think the fact that they deliver is a big plus.
Then I usually get the mulch from a place in West Brookfield. We do on the truck, with the truck, half and half of black and red.
yep,
Do,
truck it, yeah.
yep.
Okay, no, I'm just throwing it out if we can save a penny or two, but that's fine.
So heading for the future, we're probably looking at least 600 for that. We did talk previously about, and we thought it was a good idea, I think we took a motion on it, to plant a rhododendron where the barrier is now for that corner there across from Tripp's grave.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, some kind of
Yeah.
plant,
Yeah, so that would come from Lowe's as well.
I would go to
think.
Lowe's.
Yeah, that might be something that you
Yeah.
want to,
Yeah, I can look into that.
Yeah,
yeah.
And
Okay.
so that's another item that you're looking at purchasing, and I've bought those before, and if you get a good size one, they're usually $35. Because you'd want one that would grow big,
absolutely, yep.
unless the board decided they wanted two, but I think one would be
Yeah,
enough.
probably one would be on that.
Yeah.
One up another one, I mean, it's short money.
Yeah.
If you want to, I don't have a problem with that either.
They get really, really big. I've got a white one in my yard that they get enormous if you buy the right kind. So you're probably talking about another $50 from that. And your mulch is about $40, I think, $50.
Yeah, I usually get a half a yard, and it was roughly around $20
Okay.
$20 to $30 somewhere
Okay.
in there.
So we're looking at another, without any other burials or anything else going on. Plus, we're talking about the street signs and the 4x4s, so that would be included. So it looks like we'll probably only spend maybe another less than $1,000 if there's no other.
Well, and
No one
again,
else passes.
I know Billy hasn't got the price for paving yet. I said, well, he's supposed to send it to me, but he didn't. But I'd love to do that. I was hoping to do it for Memorial Day. That is not, I'll get my hair back before that, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't think Memorial Day will.
Fly.
be
No, I
happy.
don't think so.
No, but
No, but
I know he's a busy man.
No,
you know,
I'm
he's
not,
a
I
busy
understand
guy.
completely,
Yep,
but I just,
yep.
I mean, we can do, just have somebody to pave it. As I said, Jeremy can do the grinding of it, the highway will do the grinding, level it, and all we gotta do is a paving. I don't know if we should look into other people, It's not a big job, I mean,
Well, if you
yeah,
wanna look forward, if you wanna look into another option and at least have a figure in mind,
yeah, I'll do that, like to do.
and we'll wait also, hopefully we'll hear from Bill on, the gentleman that he,
Yeah,
had.
I'd even take it from him. I don't, do you even remember the gentleman's name? I would.
I don't.
Okay.
No. To be honest with you, it was somebody that he knew, so I'm not certain, but you know, you can get some kind of information, that would be helpful.
Yeah,
And that's around the
I'll
flagpole.
call Billy anyways to see if he can give it to me,
Okay,
get a price.
okay.
Okay,
And then we have the budget that I turned in, the one that we voted on.
yep,
The,
70, yep,
yep, so that you have that in front of you, you can keep it.
yep.
And the town administrator seemed to think that was very reasonable.
Yeah, we don't ask for very
so,
much.
yep.
You know, we try to be corporate, fiscally responsible, not corporately.
So he thought that was reasonable, and there
Yeah.
was, I mean, I did not get contacted by the finance committee, so
Mhm.
I guess I didn't need to go in, but we will have to make sure we take a look at the, I think, don't they send out I don't know, a sample or whatever of the form, the booklet that goes out that has all the budgets in it? Don't
Oh,
they
the town
send it-
report.
Yeah, don't they give that to each board prior to make sure that it's correct?
Those come out usually
Actually, I was
May
just
or
talking,
June.
we print them. We're trying to get, the inmates are trying to get, to do the printing this year.
Okay.
So we're actually waiting for the file.
I
So
think they-
typically it's a town.
I think they'll
town
come
meeting.
out for election.
Yeah,
Ma-
but,
The May election. I think they'll
Okay.
come out.
And they're also there for the town meeting too.
And then, yeah.
Right. Of course they're at the
but I
town
think
meeting,
they
but just to
come-
make
come
sure that
out
they-
by the
Yeah.
town election,
just to make sure
and
they,
that's in May.
they reflect what we turned in, I think is important to make sure it
So
reflects
you would
that.
have time, if you get in May, to
Right.
look it over,
Okay,
and if something needs to be changed, you would have to change it on the
Okay.
town hall floor.
okay, we'll come out in May. Maybe Karen actually has a copy of it, if she's gonna work on getting it printed. Maybe she has a copy.
She's working on that now. She's trying to send it to me so I can get a quote, but unfortunately, it needs to be shrunk and she got a kickback. I don't know why.
What do they call that? What's the actual name for that?
Budget, town report.
The Omnibus,
Oh, yes, Omni, very good, Jim.
Omnibus?
Yep,
Omni book.
omnibus
Yeah.
Yeah,
town, okay,
That comes from, yeah. And
okay.
The school has one too.
yep. All right, so that's good there. Where are we? Oh, stand by. Okay, budget, FY '26 budget, superintendent's report.
Okay.
That's you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jim.
Yes. For my report, I got some pictures and stuff, I got into that later on. This week, actually tomorrow, our seasonal help is gonna start for the season to help start cleaning up the sticks, the leaves, debris,
That's
tree branches,
Barry?
Barry and Allen, yeah.
On that, can I ask, again, I don't want to create any kind of issues. There's a lot of dead Christmas stuff there, not live, dead, the ones that totally, are we getting rid of those and then waiting till May? Not the-
I'll mention that in a little bit.
Okay, I'm just asking, I'm not, whatever you,
The rule sign says May.
right, that-
We start usually picking up that stuff, some of it, and we put it over on the side.
yeah,
I guess I can mention that now. So, if people pick up their pots, and put that stuff on the side, in the past years, I've seen people throw their stuff right over the edge.
I've seen it, it looks terrible over the edge, it does.
So,
We should probably even put a sign, no dumping.
we gotta do something along those lines.
Yes.
Or put some kind of container there for the spring, people can throw their stuff.
I think that would be a good idea.
I don't know if that would be a good, I just don't wanna see the pots covered.
Oh, yeah, because they're
wood
throwing it
line
over
again.
the side, it looks
Yeah.
terrible. So if you ever looked on the side,
How
These
about-
pots don't, degrade.
No.
They're plastic, they're
Do we have
wooden
an,
boxes.
do we have an extra wagon or trailer that we could put up there with a little handwritten sign, dispose of pots here?
We could come up with something, I suppose, one of those little carts, little Warren carts there in the back.
realistically, how much do you think is dumped over the side per season?
Probably like one of those regular containers of a trash can container.
We can even put a trash can up there.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
maybe,
we must have some barrels up at the highway garage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
some, maybe two.
We already
of them.
have it. I like that idea. Maybe, do you wanna get a sign, no dumping over the edge, something like that? It's $18.
Well,
I'm just asking.
But we got woods all over the whole entire, so it's, we
But
put
that,
2 barrels, 3 barrels through the whole cemetery.
yeah, and if you could just even if you just tape a white sign on there that says trash,
we're just gonna leave
pots,
it,
whatever.
we're not gonna leave it year round, are we?
No, well, I'd like to see just left for the spring cleanup and see
Yeah,
if, see
I
if
don't
that
wanna leave
helps
it.
people
like,
understand to
Yeah.
put it up by barrel by the loom pile. I can make a post on the social media page, that might help.
And maybe can we put it on the channel?
Yes, we could
Okay.
write something up.
Yeah.
Travis could probably put something up, that would help.
Okay,
The only other problem with that is,
Put one down by our shed.
no, the only problem with that is you know this better than anybody.
Oh, yeah.
People are gonna stop dumping their trash in
Well,
there.
once that occurs,
Yeah.
we're just looking for trash within the cemetery of
Yeah.
an old cemetery, but with plastic.
No, I
roof,
get it.
Whatever.
Put
it
your
may be.
recyclable plastic stuff in
Yes.
here. As long as we take it
Once you
away.
start seeing a
So
trash.
just like from, I don't know, from April to May 1st, I don't know, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's something, those
Yeah.
dates, we'll,
Yeah.
yeah, we could
what
do that.
dates do you want?
We'll say the month of April, basically.
Yeah,
We'll put something out April 1st,
and we must,
And
yeah.
pick it up by
And May 1st, you take them away.
May, yep. And then after, usually May 1st, then the water will get turned on.
Yeah, okay,
For,
that's fine. We all agree, I guess so, that's fine. I just
I
don't,
think that's a good idea.
I don't want stuff dumped over the edge, cause it looks.
Yeah.
It's been, if you-
It's been going on, it's
Yeah.
been going on for years, and that's why, even if
It's one thing
people,
if it's biodegradable. and-
if people even leave it on the side somewhere in a pile, we'll pick it,
So now, in regards to the, not fake flowers, but live flowers that are totally dead, are we taking those up? Totally dead. I'm not,
Don't really wanna take things off of people's graves. That's why I'm saying if they wanna get rid of it.
but they
throw it in the
won't,
trash.
a lot of them, won't. I'm just saying that a lot of them won't do it, it makes more work for you guys. I'm just asking,
Yeah, it's just-
I
I
just say,
picked
I'm
up
not
a
touching,
few
I'm not
already.
touching the fakes,
Yeah.
but the stuff that, it looks totally dead. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Well, we can, we'll address it case by case.
I like that.
Case by case,
You make a judgment, but if it's
Yeah.
dead, it's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's in a fancy
Yeah.
pot, no, and put the pot, I don't.
or take the, breeze out of it, leave the pot,
Yeah, that's a great idea.
something along those
Yeah,
lines.
I think that's reasonable if the
Yeah.
plant is dead.
yes, yeah, thank you, but.
If
in
the
in
plant is definitely dead,
Dead, yes. Oh,
you can remove the plant
Right.
and leave the
Yeah.
You
pot.
can start doing that now,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But leave the pot, I like that, that's a perfect
Or
solution.
a bowl.
Or
of
you
a-
could be really sweet and put some new dirt in there and put a little plant in there.
Yeah, but that opens up a can, it's a great
Yeah,
idea,
that-
but it
that's-
opens a
that-
can.
Well, that goes back to when, putting a flower on certain grave.
No,
and
if you did
stuff.
of your own accord,
Yeah.
you go into Lowe's and you go, look at all these beautiful petunias and I
Yeah.
can get like 14 of them for $3. You'd be like the Santa Claus.
No, but the problem is, we would have to do, if we can't do it for one and not the
Yeah,
other.
No,
that's-
every empty pot.
Yeah, but then there, no, it's
That's
a
a lot.
brilliant idea, I wouldn't mind doing it,
So-
it's a brilliant idea. So, all right, so we agree that we're gonna, if, you're gonna use your judgment starting tomorrow, if you're gonna leave, if it's just the live stuff, the fake stuff has to be out by May 1st.
The
Yes.
fake stuff?
Right. Is that-
We
Well,
don't remove
Christmas
artificial
decorations-
flowers.
No, the Christmas stuff we do.
The Christmas stuff.
No, I meant to say that, Christmas stuff, yes. Let me clarify that.
Okay.
We agree upon that.
Yeah.
So Christmas,
So basically, this month of April is the cleanup transit
right,
month coming
Okay.
up. It's
Okay.
only, but it's only March 19th.
but we can do the dead flowers at least, right?
We'll start looking at some,
Yeah. And leave the pot.
yeah,
Gotcha.
okay,
Okay,
all right.
back to you.
We sold some lost lots recently.
Really?
Couple people bought some of the 20, number 27, when I broke up in different,
Where's that?
that's right on the other side of where your graves are, the section F.
The other side, wait a minute.
By Bulgery Ave.
Right, so as you come in, going down the hill to the right?
Yes, over by the town of Warrenstone. On that side.
So when you're coming down the hill, go straight ahead, that area there, right behind, wait a minute, I'm trying to
Look.
think.
It's just as you come through the other cemetery. Isn't that where that stone is? When you come in from St. Paul's, the stone
Yeah,
is kind of
it's
like over
basically
here.
on the same stretch.
Right.
Well, my wife is.
Yep.
And Gary,
Basically on the other side, the other side.
not, we're at the other, opposite side, right? I'm
No.
so confused, I don't wanna confuse this anymore.
So, yes, in that area, section F.
Okay, very good,
You're in that area, yeah.
okay.
Okay, and then
How
I
many
got,
how many did we sell?
4 of them,
Okay,
to two different
Yeah.
families. And you guys asked me to get a little list together of the street names for the 2 posts you want to do.
Yep. The size of them, I guess,
Yeah.
because.
Oh, how, it would be West Ave and South Ave.
Yeah.
Get a map, I can pass them all.
thank you, sir.
Yep. And the placement,
There you go. Oh, sorry,
you
I didn't
very
throw it-
much.
I didn't throw it at you.
Oh, yep, very good.
and the next thing I started looking around at the cemetery recently, looking what needs to be cleaned up and stuff, and all
Did you get just a minute, did you happen to get the size of these signs that go on the post? Did you happen to get the size of them?
the actual size or how?
Yeah, because we're gonna have to get a price,
Okay.
because they're smaller than the ones that we originally started with.
Do they go by how much letters?
Yes, so I need to have, so like you can have Eddie Buck Way, that would be one, we have to put it all there, or Koopman Way, I'd have to get the whole name, whatever the name is you want.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
like
right.
south.
West and South
Yeah.
Ave.
Yeah,
Just give me,
so
put it in an email and tell me what color sign it is.
Well, it has to be,
Alright.
but it's a shorter sign than we originally started with. Aren't,
I thought you'd just be going by.
you go by the
Letters.
The
letters?
letters.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
yeah,
Well, how do you know how wide to make it?
because it's a standard.
No, it's not,
Oh,
not anymore.
Okay,
Remember, we switched from the upright
So I-
street signs to a smaller, narrower.
Do you
Okay,
have
I
do you
would-
have the last?
do we do it with me?
You and
Dave,
Mr.
yeah.
Shepherd's purchased them to replace the ones that we had that.
Could you
that-
look
Okay,
back?
if you could just send me the streets, and I'll look at the previous, just my previous email that we did.
I didn't do an email with you on
No, no.
that. That was something that you and Mr.,
So you want me to? Do you want to get an actual measurement of the plate?
yeah, doesn't it have to be,
No,
It may be different with like what is it?
the plate size depends on the number of letters.
South.
well, what about the width?
South
The-
Ave would be a
the
bigger.
width is the number of letters, the height should be all the same. So you just gotta give me that. If,
Yeah.
just say, look at the previous, that myself,
They're up
Dave
and
Shepherd
down.
paid for,
Yeah.
that's the plate we have, that's what I'll look at, okay?
Would you take a picture of it when you're up there and just send it to my phone? And
Yeah.
I'll send
Yeah,
it to him,
I'll-
because it's
okay.
different. It's not a standard street sign.
Yeah, it's up and
It's
down
smaller.
signs you got.
It goes up
And
and
we-
down now.
Or maybe we did, maybe MassCore didn't do those.
Yes, they did.
Okay, good, okay, no, but.
Because you and
I-
Dave
I-
actually
They did.
paid for
I can't even
them.
remember yesterday, but yes.
Yeah, you and Dave actually
Yeah.
split the cost because
Yeah, just-
wanted to change the signs.
Yeah.
And you guys agreed to do that, and we still have the original signs that we purchased, because we had paid for them.
Yeah.
And you guys split the cost of those
Yeah.
4 signs? think.
Yeah, so if,
Yeah,
I'll
so-
have this, yeah, no, so if you could just send me the things, I'll look at the previous order and look, and I'll say, look at previous order, it'll be this exact same way we had it in the previous order.
I'll
And they'll
I'll
do
send you,
appro-
I'll
and
send
then
you a
they'll do
picture
approve
tomorrow.
prior
Yeah,
to me.
because I did not send you an email. You handled all of
Yeah.
that because it was between you and
I
Dave.
just gotta remind me, that's the last order that Dave and myself did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
that's it,
send-
and I'll get you a quote. Yeah.
Okay, all right, very good.
Because
I'll
it'll be
do
the
that.
same size, it will match exactly what
And you
that
got
was.
the,
That's
you got the
exactly what we need.
spellings of how you want.
Yes.
I need
Yep.
exact spellings,
Yep.
whatever the name you want on it.
Yep.
Okay,
Green, yep.
excellent.
They're avenues.
Yeah, yeah, I need the whole spelling.
Okay.
Do you want Ave or Avenue?
No, you add.
Just write
Use
AVE.
AVE.
AVE, it's less
Okay.
wordage and less bigger.
Yep, okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to email you
The names
the
and look up.
names
And then
and to
in the
tell you to
email,
look up.
previous order
Okay.
purchased by David and Steve.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because we want to make sure that they're the same size.
Correct, consistency.
And I did, there is in the back here, you'll see a handwritten note about the cost of the posts. It should be. Thought I stuck it in there, I'm not seeing it
You did, I
myself.
got it right here.
Okay. What do you use, a 4x4x6 for that,
I think so.
Jim? I actually don't see mine. I think it's a 4x4x6, is that what you use?
Yeah, something was written here. 4x4x6.
Yeah. That's the price for,
4x8.
yeah,
One's $9.
yeah.
And
Which,
one's 11.
which size do you use for that? Because it's only like 4 feet up out of the ground, isn't it?
I would say probably the 6-foot one.
Okay. So it would be less than $20 for the
Yeah.
posts. Just so we have an idea that it's really not gonna be that. And you got, the town has the stain?
I believe he had the green.
Oh,
We'll
it's
keep 'em
green.
Green,
Okay.
I think, the same
Okay.
color.
All right.
I can check with,
Okay.
I believe Dave painted them.
Okay.
But we can get the same or very close color.
So at the next meeting, we should be able to know exactly what the costs are, and we should have the proof and all that by our next meeting. Okay,
Oh, no, we'll get the cost, but the proof won't be given until the
well,
order's
yeah,
placed.
excuse me, you're right.
But you have, we will not be made until you approve
Correct,
it.
right, right.
Pri-
So we'll have the cost,
Yeah,
okay.
all right, Mr.
All right,
Sorry.
next is.
No, sorry.
Oh, we're good
Yeah,
Yep.
on that topic? Okay.
yeah.
The next is the, looking around cemetery for cleanup and stuff, and the stones that the volunteers were working on all past year, and
Mhm.
some, each stone that's been treated with that D2 chemical, they're really starting to brighten up.
Yeah.
You can really start to read them clearly. There's some pictures here. if you wanna-
Yeah, they are stunning.
So,
They
let me ask you
really are.
this, is,
Got 'em.
if we run out of, is this a good time of year for maybe your dad and Barry to start helping us out with that?
Actually, I have on the agenda also to go along with this, I have, you'll see, if you look in the back, your last thing,
If we
I
have,
have
if we have capacity to do that.
Yep.
I'd like to continue doing
well,
that.
I was talking to, when I was sitting with, the town administrator, I mentioned to them about the stones and told them that, you know, I was supposed to buy a couple of gallons. Remember you guys approved me getting a couple of gallons?
Absolutely.
And I didn't get them. I actually have a half a gallon and a sprayer at the house yet. And I told him, I said, that one of the big issues is, you know, it's a big outlay of money, and then I've got to, yeah, I pay for it, and then I have to file to get the money back, and, you know, it can take almost a month to get that all squared away, and the town accountant suggested that I set up an account with someone that will supply this, so I got a hold of Atlas Preservation, and I actually, and that's one of the companies that does this, and they are located in Connecticut, and they do deliver. The one in Massachusetts doesn't deliver. So they have given me an application, which I have right here in my book, that I'm going to finish filling out. I gotta go see the town treasurer and get our tax certificate. I have a tax certificate for Lowe's, but not for this. And then we can order through them. They have, presently, they're usually like $50 a gallon, but right now they have 4 gallons for $177 plus shipping, so it's less. And they have a very nice 1.5 liter ergonomic sprayer that's specifically made for that. You can adjust it to be a fine or a spray. You want it to be more of a spread out spray. I don't think we need any of the scrub brushes or anything like that. Those stones are doing beautiful just being sprayed. That's all we did was sprayed, and we
That's what-
didn't
yeah.
scrub them or anything like that. Don't need to
Can
put
I,
up.
can I ask, what about, is Amazon sell this stuff or eBay?
No, Amazon does not sell it.
Really?
No.
What about on eBay? Because I have an account on eBay. I don't mind buying it and laying the money out. If we're
Well-
gonna save money.
Well, I've looked around and they're all about the same, they're
Okay.
all about the same price. I think the
Well-
biggest issue is gonna be shipping.
The way that
But
we're gonna
Amazon
set
doesn't
up an
carry it.
official count through the
Really?
town is a much
Much
Much-
smoother,
better
Yeah.
than trying to,
right.
All right,
even if it's saving money, I feel that, doing it this way.
all right, I don't
And
have a
then-
problem with it.
now
I just
this
trying to
is-
save money. I don't,
And if we do it this way,
yeah.
when it comes in, I fill it out like any other
Okay.
invoice bill, take it to the accountant,
I
and
got
it
no
will be.
problem. I got no problem.
Yeah, but it'll come out of perpetual. So I think we have to be prudent and make sure that we double check before we buy any large amounts. I think,
Now, does this company do any kind of, do they just sell that liquid? Or do,
That's a good.
There's a
point.
because I'm
tutorial.
also looking for, the metal markers that go in the ground in the future.
they might. I
Do
would
they-
suggest you go on there because they have a lot of stuff. They also have,
So once this account is created, they could,
yeah,
we
Yeah.
could get stuff, different stuff through them.
they have actually kits, which I think would be really cool for us to talk to Jeremy about, of being able to repair some of the smaller stones ourselves. They have the putty, they have the shims, they have the whole, a YouTube display telling you how to do it. They also have, I remember there was one baby stone up in the older section that was really kind of loose. And I remember that a couple of years ago when we did a cleanup up there. They sell the putty that you put in there to set those. So there's a lot of things there that we could use for preservation of the stones that we have. So I would suggest you go on to that. You have a copy of their,
That's-
Yeah, let's make it happen.
you have a copy of their, well, I don't know, if it's just
This is
Atlas.
their
Pro-
website,
Yeah,
this right here?
Atlas, yep.
All right.
And what is the material we're getting for them?
We're gonna, D2,
It's called D
D2 Biologic Cleaner, D-2.
D-2.
Yep. And what it does is it does not clean the outside of the stone, it actually cleans the inside of the stone. It penetrates the stone and it eats up all the debris and pollution and all that. And that's why as the sun and the rain and
Yeah.
the seasons pass, it gets
They're
cleaner and
getting
cleaner and
whiter
cleaner.
and whiter.
Yeah, yeah.
As you see here.
Yeah, so we paid $450 to have those large, the two large monuments done, and then the one obelisk,
Yeah.
cost us $425, I think, or $450. So for $177, I mean, 4 gallons will go a long way. You probably clean up, I would say you would easily spray 100 stones, if not more. I mean, all the ones that are white in the front now, that are normal sized stones, those I did with like 2 gallons, and there's still half a gallon left that I'll have to bring and give to you. There is, on this Atlas website, you'll find a video that will show you about how to clean them, but just spraying them and walking away to me is the best way to do it. So when Barry and your dad get ready to do it, I'd like to be there with them and just kind of go over,
Yeah.
what it is they're
Yeah.
doing. It's, it
Yeah.
doesn't harm anything. And unfortunately, it looks like we had someone that cleaned a stone with something other than what they should have in the old section, and you can see where they scrubbed it, and they didn't use this. I have sprayed over it, but I'm not seeing a whole lot happening to that stone, so. That was done without any authorization, it was one of
So,
our helpers.
Does it seem that these volunteers are gonna come back this year and keep working?
Well,
or-
I don't know
Do you
how
know?
much they did, the two that we had, Ryan and his friend, I don't know how much they did. The stones that you're seeing in the new section, in the old section there, those are the ones basically that I did. So, yeah, I plan on doing more, but
Alright.
they really didn't do a whole
And how
lot.
much
I
is it?
only
How-
think they did a couple.
How much is it a bottle for this?
Or you'd have to look it up on Atlas, it's close to $50,
Okay.
$48.
Okay, no, I'll look it
Something
up.
like
I'm
that,
looking-
plus shipping. I mean, nobody ships for free except Amazon, and they do not carry this, because I've looked. You can do a search for that on Amazon, but they bring you some other stuff,
I know,
Yeah.
yes.
which is not, it's not safe for preservation of stone. You don't wanna get that in there and damage anything or break down you wouldn't think that you could damage them, but you can with
Yeah,
different items, so.
yeah, they carry this, yeah, that's a good price,
At
$48.
Atlas, well, it is,
Yeah.
plus you can get it for less if you get 4 gallons.
Yeah,
And those sprayers, because I looked at the ones that you pump. I have those at home, and they're a pain in the butt. Yeah, they really.
Eventually, the chemical might eat the pump itself and stuff.
I don't think so. Actually, the ergonomic ones that I was looking at, they specifically, someone asked a specific question if that was good with the D2, and they said that's what it was designed for. It looks like it's got a wider spray on there, so that it would, with one spray, it would give you more coverage.
Yeah.
And that holds
yeah, let's
that holds
let's
one
do
and a
it.
half
It's a good
liters,
price.
and it's like, I think it's like $18, it's on sale at this
Yeah,
particular
and like I said, if we
time.
can get it here quicker, because it's like I said, we're
Well,
looking for hours right
Yeah,
now.
all I have to do is
Yeah.
submit this form to them, I
yeah.
gotta see the
Because they check-
treasurer, I'll see her tomorrow, I'll send this back to
Yeah.
them, and no doubt we'll get authorization right away, and as soon as we do, I'll place the order and
Yeah.
it'll be in, so.
Good.
And
Let's-
like I said, I got that half of one left that I'll drop off down at the shed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're looking for hours and.
I also have it's about this big, it's a big white planter.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a half a rain barrel, so that you can use that up where we're gonna put stuff to keep people from driving up in that little
Gotcha.
walking path. So I
Yeah.
have that, so, okay, so I'm gonna put that in, because I
Okay.
never did buy the 2 gallons, so I don't think we need to have a motion, do we, to
No,
make that,
no.
to open an account?
No,
No?
No.
Okay.
so,
Um,
Boy Scouts, thank
The
you,
Boy Scout sign has been installed
nice.
on the pole of the middle of it.
Yep, I saw that,
We lagged it into it, so that,
came out nice.
yep.
No
looks
spelling
very
errors,
nice.
okay.
Yep, so that project is done.
Tree work,
The flags,
sorry,
I'm gonna be
stupid,
putting them back up for, probably for
Good.
April 1st. The tree work, I don't know if anyone's heard of any,
I know
Dates?
that Rusty's Tree Service is working with us, and they're trying really hard to be able to get this all scheduled, and they did have it scheduled in February, and then we had that snowstorm.
storms, yeah.
And of course, now we have to wait for the ground to be solid,
Yeah.
but him and Jeremy are aware, and
so
they're
they're
gonna,
working on it.
yep, they're gonna be working on it. I think he's a pretty responsible guy, and I'm sure he'll
Yeah,
get to
the
it.
time is,
Yeah, it's just the proper time of year to do it, so.
our spring cleanup is gonna be in,
yeah, we talked about that.
the frost seems to be coming out of the ground. It's still sponging some colder spots, places, but in the next probably 2-3 weeks, if the weather stays like this, we'll be in pretty good shape for burials. The plastic fence that I put along the front behind this historical gate, this winter really helped keep the leaves out on the roadside. So I'll probably be leaving this fence probably through mid-April, once the leaves kind of stop blowing around, because it is helping. So that's gonna be probably something we're gonna try to do every fall for the winter months. It worked well.
Thank you, Jim, that was a good idea.
Yep. And then the landscape design, different ideas or terracing, or if we're gonna try to expand, look at expanding across that lower road in the woods.
I did talk to
something.
Jeremy.
Yeah, you
I
took-
talked to Jeremy and I asked him if he had any thoughts on this stuff, so, I'd like to invite him to our May meeting.
That would be nice.
And he's gonna come with some ideas of what can be done, whether we're gonna possibly remove trees that can be removed that are along that side, or, so he's got some ideas, he's gonna come and work with us on that and get us in a good place, so we'll just schedule him for May if
Yeah,
that's okay.
that's outstanding.
Fine.
That's it.
And the only other thing I have is, if people are looking to contact the cemetery, best way is to leave a message.
Mhm.
For our phone number, 413-436-3213. And make sure you leave a message. There's really no one usually in the office. We check it pretty much daily in our email, cemetery@warren-mass.gov.
Mhm.
We check that too. I just want to put that out for people for this time of the year, everyone tries to reach out to us, and even other departments, they get a message to us.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Do you think, do you think we should double check and make sure that the other departments, because if somebody calls in, does like the town clerk or the,
I think if they call, like, say they call the town clerk, I think there's a way that they, in this phone system, they can move the
can
message to
transfer.
Yes, they can, yeah.
okay, all right.
us. I'm not quite sure, they may know how to,
Mhm.
but if the message is on our phone, I can
It's easier.
access it,
Mhm.
Yep.
or.
All right, so we talked about stone repair and cleaning, that's great. Old business, street post prices, we talked about that?
Yep,
Okay, so that's done. Tree trimming update, we just talked about that,
Yep.
right?
yep,
Paving and flagpole estimate update,
we kinda talked about that.
yeah, I gotta call Billy. Okay?
Yep.
Citizen concerns,
Everybody's happy.
yeah. Agenda items for next meeting.
Well, next meeting, we're going to have the, costs for everything, for our, signs, or our street posts, rather. And, I don't know, we're getting closer to the end of the year, so we can start, I don't know if we have any particular things other than wanting to do the paving and the tree removal.
Yeah, that's gonna be
And-
quite
and-
expensive, I'm sure.
And on our last superintendent's report, there was a comment about a tree down by the tank. Is that what needs to be removed when,
Yes, there is a large tree that's on their list too, on the back side of the tree, water tank.
okay. So that's maybe we can, see where we are with our funds and, unless Jeremy has a little money kicking around to help us with that tree, I mean, maybe we'll have some,
Can we drop it in the
Funds.
woods?
This tree is gonna take, it's on a side hill, it's gonna take, some equipment to get it off, piece by piece.
Oh, okay.
We're just kinda waiting for the ground to be,
And the bucket truck, it's on a hill, so the bucket truck can't go there.
it's an option, they've looked at different options.
No, our bucket truck, the one
That, yeah,
yeah.
they've looked
we
at
do have a
different,
bucket truck now,
different ways of doing.
that we can go up.
so
Doesn't,
do you think that it can be taken care of by the town, or you think we're gonna have to hire somebody to do it?
It would be taken care of, probably through our tree contractor.
yeah.
I think it's something Rusty could do eventually,
Okay.
somehow, even if however it's paid through.
Okay,
It's just
Could the
a-
highway do it?
It's just gonna be a longer process to get that off the banking.
It's dead though, right?
It is yeah, it is a dead tree. There isn't very many graves, there's one grave on this hillside, that is round.
It's not a high priority like where Billy's buried, that,
No, people really
We'll
don't
get it.
go
No,
to
I wanna
this.
do it. I agree.
People really go to this, I do have some cones,
yeah.
so people will walk real close to it,
Mhm.
but it's been there for quite a while.
Okay,
They probably are walking through there, but it's,
okay, so we got that. Any other agenda items? Oh, quick question, where, my wife's buried, where does the water come down? I'm noticing there's a lot of water flowing over that.
So that's another thing we're actually looking at too.
Yeah,
is,
so it's coming right
that-
down the hill, right over my
That
grave.
area
Well, not my
from,
grave, my wife's grave, so I noticed,
I showed you guys where that, we had a meeting up there last fall, different tree lines and stuff.
it's coming.
Something to design, I don't know if we could do some kind of drainage along those roads to kind of catch the water before it would go into each section.
Right, it's going where Adams, between my wife there, and then,
Yeah.
I,
Yeah, I did see it
Is that
kind of right
Bowdry
through
Lane?
that tree.
yeah,
Some type of.
I've never seen that before, that's the only reason I'm saying, I mean,
Well, the ground was
saturated,
frozen.
yeah. Oh,
So the water couldn't get in.
All right, so I
the
haven't
water
s-
was going across, but this happens in a very heavy rain too.
okay.
So you're
Unless
gonna
you
get
put a
washout.
berm there, but then, I don't know.
That's another, if
Put
you
a-
wanna put some kind of curbing or berm there, but the water's gonna still,
Yeah,
gonna go over
it's
it.
gonna go, yeah, I wanna go down the hill away from the graves, but not towards, to the right of where I would.
Well, maybe we can,
Yeah, let's bring that
talk
up with
that
Jeremy,
with
yeah.
Jeremy, we'll talk
Some
about that
type
with
of
him in May.
drainage plan to
Okay.
come up with
Or
something.
a, what do they call it? Scotty did one on Dunham Road there, where it comes down and it goes into like a little holding area. Or a little, what are they?
Those kinda, yeah.
They-
Or, that's way, if you want to send the water two different ways on that steep hill, you
Or-
would need that,
or-
riprap stone there.
What is it, you could build like a drain and it goes right, it's a clear, a great, I don't know enough about this. It comes in and then it will go off to the left down the hill, away from the graves. I mean, I think you could put a pipe in there. Again, I know nothing about this, so I
Well,
think
that's what I
when
mean,
Jeremy
some
asked him
type of
about.
drainage pipe that could go to catch the water as it's going off the road.
Yeah.
And then you have a drainage,
Go out, yeah,
you have actual, or you have inlets, or you build yourself a curb, and then you actually have drains along that curb to catch it, and it
yeah.
goes in.
I think it's only coming down from that hill, if you can, even just before the end, before, right there. We'll put that when we talk to Jeremy, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, just
Yep.
put the drainage,
Issue by, yeah.
it's the whole top of that section, the water just everyone's grave,
Even where Franny's buried, really?
from there over.
Where
all
does
the
it-
way.
Section F,
Yeah. Where
That's
does the
where I
water,
just sold these,
where does that come from, that water?
the whole, across the whole
Does it-
cemetery.
But,
New-
oh, so
The
it's,
whole new part, it just cascades down,
really?
Yeah.
So, I thought it just came from the.
and if it's raining, rains in the fall, now, the ground's spongy, and if it pours in the summertime, like you get an inch in half an hour, then that's runoff, it just runs
I-
on top of the ground.
I thought it was just coming from the pavement coming down, so you're saying to me, it's coming,
It's coming from everywhere.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
crossing people's graves, it crosses the ground graves and it buries them, so sometimes we have to scrape them off and keep them clean.
interesting,
And
okay.
it washes, out, you know, so you throw grass seed down, it washes it
Oh,
away.
yeah, that's, you'd have to hide that, maybe a hydro seed is, you gotta grow it fast. That's a,
It rains so fast, it washes it away.
No, but if we hydro seed it and then put hay on it like what they did with Gary's and Franny's.
Yep.
All right, we'll bring that up, okay.
also, if anybody has, your, acknowledgement receipt for the summary of the conflict of interest, we have to take this every year. If you have this, she does not want it turned into the town clerk. Town clerk said those should be turned into our office, and there should be a folder where we put these in. Every year we have to take this. You take one when you're elected, and then every year after that, you have to take it's just a summary. It's
Yeah.
pretty fast
Yep.
and easy, so
I have to take it from the state, so I'm all set.
Yeah.
Every year we have to do conflict of interest.
Yeah.
do you have a copy
I
of
gotta
your
try to find it,
certificate? If you can find your copy, I'll put it in the drawer. I don't know, I mean, they suggest that we keep them on file, so
Got it. From,
I guess you take them too?
Yeah, I think I did it, and I think I gave it to
okay, so
Jeremy.
Billy,
Gave it to Jeremy, maybe Jeremy's, no, I guess we don't need a copy if Jeremy's
Yeah,
got it,
yeah.
yeah, because it's with him.
I
so.
actually might have put a copy in a
Yeah,
folder up
okay.
there in the
I'll put
office
a folder
somewhere
in
too, I
up
could
there.
take a look.
Oh,
agenda items for next meeting.
Well, we're getting a new computer,
Okay,
which will include a monitor.
oh, good.
They put us in for one, so.
Oh, time, it's nice.
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought that computer that we got was new, but I guess it was used. So
Yeah, it
we're-
is an older computer.
Yeah, so we're on the list. I called Jim, and
Okay.
Jim said
So
we're
you're
on the
gonna get a
list.
new computer, new monitor.
That's what he said. He said, you got a computer, and I said, we need a monitor. He said, I put you in for it, so. So we'll have that.
All right, so that's good. And last, so setting a date for the next meeting is, I don't care, you pick, it doesn't matter to me.
Well, it's nice that they're a month apart. I wish I knew what was good for Bill, but, let's see. So we're looking at April the 15th, that's tax day, the 22nd?
It's fine by me.
Does that work for you, Jim?
Like, things come up, if I have, trade shows,
Yeah, just let us know if we
Hold on,
have to,
I'm gonna
you
look at
know.
it right now, real quick. Calendar, April. Yeah, it's good that you send a reminder out, because
Oh, well, life happens. It's hard to remember all this stuff.
the 22nd. Nope, I'm wide open, so,
Okay.
okay,
Yeah, 22nd.
yep.
So I make a motion that our next meeting will be April 22nd at 4 o'clock in the Selectmen's office.
Second it.
Okay. This is unusual. I don't usually make motions. I'm too busy taking
I know.
notes.
And last but not least, I'd like to make a motion to end the meeting at 4:46.
Okay,
Say, no, you're gonna say,
I second the
Okay,
motion.
thank you. Okay, meeting is adjourned.
all right.